I wish I could say that spoilers are gone, but I'm really lazy. So spoilers are not yet gone. Come on up. Nor is the cat. I'm the only one here right now, so she's a little sucky. And I'm talking to a thing. I'm not paying enough attention to her. Come here, and stop looking at me like I'm the bad guy. Instant purrs. Instant purrs. Watch the feet, watch the feet. Yeah, so, Mike's trip, was good. I mean, there was no explosive arguments between all of us, which is a positive, as always. So that was, like, our main Christmas. We're really down to, like, doing stockings for, like, proper Christmas. Though Mom says that, there'll be at least one big gift for each of us. Sort of because she already told Dad what he was getting. And when she saw the price for that, well, all of us are going to get a big gift. Dad wants a coffee press. So the one Mom found while on sale is still like $80. So, one big present for all of us. But it was good. I've now got a onesie, because it's a star-covered onesie. I'm just really excited, and which is good because while I overheat at night, which means my window needs to be open and the room itself needs to be cold, I'm fine in bed. But with my anxiety and depression, my ability to adjust to temperatures has not been good. So I've been pretty much freezing the rest of the time. So having a onesie is a really good way of staying warm in the evening. And then I just switch into pajamas and a freezing bedroom for the night. What? What? You're so sucky. Listen to this. She always stops when I get up here. Can you hear that? That's my kitty. So, bit of a full apartment for that time, but nothing we couldn't handle. And like I said, no full-blown arguments, which was good. But now it's November! Didn't do anything for Halloween. Not really. I mean, I carved a pumpkin. It's an owl. I'll probably show you at the end. It's out on the porch right now. But the big things coming up are my visit down east to visit you, Reach. Hi! Which is coming up at the end of November. And then throughout November, twice before my visit, and then once after, we've got Christmas craft shows that we're going to, that we're going to see how well that all goes. Yeah, so I have one coming up this weekend, then there's a weekend off, and then I think it's the 18th, we have another one, and then, of course, my trip is from the 20th to the 24th, and then that weekend off, and then the next weekend's our final one, just into December. So, I seem to keep doing this thing where I'm just like, I'm gonna work on smaller things, and then they keep just getting out of control. Like, one of the things I'm working on right now are my grad shoes, if you can believe it. So Mom's making my dress, but I'm making my shoes, and I've got a pair of black platform heels, and I bought another copy of Philosopher's Stone, which I proceeded to cut to bits. So we're gonna see how well this pair of shoes turns out. Or if it goes really, really terribly wrong. Because at this point in time, both are an option. All of this is an option. I'm a little nervous because we are hitting November and I still haven't heard anything back from the additional readers. And I'm not the type of person who can convince myself on this one that no news is good news. And it's a little nerve-wracking because there's a form I need to get in to graduate in spring convocation. And the due date's coming up. And I just need to know from my thesis advisor, like, am I going to graduate with spring convocation? Especially since, you know, I've applied to other universities for starting in the fall. I'm okay, I'm okay. Zen. I am okay. I am okay. I am okay. Zen. I'm not okay. So, guess who has to send that email today? Because what I said was I was going to wait until November. I was going to give them all of October. I've hit November, so now I've got to send this email, which in basic 2 parts is, why haven't I heard anything back? Is that bad? Is that good? And also, am I going to graduate on time? Because I'll admit, like, I met a gentleman at the conference that I went to at the start of the summer. I met a gentleman who was also from the university that I was at. And he very happily told me he just finished his first draft. And then I started doing math in my head. And I was like, oh. Well, let's go for the positive. Good for you. And then he proceeded to tell me, do not expect to write this thesis without it taking at least 2 years. And I was sort of sitting there like, see, no. Like, I'm sort of trying to fast track my master's to get to my PhD. That's why a lot of universities have direct entry PhD, where you do a 1-year master program and then do the PhD at the same university. So, like, him just saying, yeah, don't expect this to happen quickly, I'm just sort of like, I'm now sitting here like, I just want this to happen at all. Especially when I'm doing things like, I'm gonna make my grad shoes, I'm gonna get a grad dress, I just want to know I'm graduating. But I'm zen, I'm okay, I'm zen. I'm okay. I'm okay. I wish I could write more. I wish I could stay focused on what I'm writing. Because I'm carrying around a notebook right now. And as of the past week, I have come up with the outline for big swaths of 2 books that I'm currently not writing. Like, I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my trilogy done. Can I think of anything to write on this stupid trilogy? No. But these 2 other books that have nothing to do with any of this or each other, and are sitting in very different points of the genre spectrum, I can write sections of that. And in fact, one of them I've legit started writing in the note feature of my phone, because when I first started figuring it out, I wasn't carrying around any of my notebooks. So now I've got a notebook that's being carried around, but I'm still writing it in my phone because I'm not good at this. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, like, with this show coming up. Like, I'm going to take my writing, that way I've got something to do. because the book I'm reading right now is the last one I have left from all of my book buying sprees this summer. And it is not exactly the easiest thing to cart around with me. And it's really funny because it's another Arthurian book, and the Once and Future King was the one I was reading earlier. Quite close in size. This is 5 books in one. This is literally one. Like, this is part of a trilogy, but it's the first book of the trilogy. And when I first picked it up, I was like, oh yeah, all 3 in one again. No. 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 So, this one's actually really interesting so far because it is the female perspective on the Arthurian legends. Female author focused on the female characters, and an interesting sort of setup for, so far, how everything is going down. So, I'm enjoying it, but it is not the easiest thing to carry around. Like, even having it in my bag, it's an extra weight, and I'm definitely going to get at least another one to have on the plane with me when I come to visit you that is not physically this size, because yeah, no, we're figuring out how I'm going to travel, and most of that travel is going to be in a backpack, which means everything sort of has to be able to fit. So I might take this with me to the shows, so I've got some reading as well. But my main focus, I think, other than, you know, trying to sell some photography, is to do some writing while I'm there. And again, I'm trying not to beat myself up if I'm working on one of these other stories, or a short story that pops into my head, or anything like that. Like, I'm just trying to go with creative writing flow. I recognize that, like, I need to start making it a little more regimented. Like, I can't rely on inspiration to keep going. Like, I need to make it just a habit. And make it structured and just go for it. But that's surprisingly hard to do. Especially since, like, I did that thing where I, like, convinced myself, oh yeah, like, I'm going to hit end of October. I was thinking more at the start of this week, but start of November, I'm gonna fix all of my problems. Newsflash to my past self, that ain't gonna happen. I really need to pick one and focus on that. So what I'm focusing on is bringing down the candy chocolate intake. Just bringing that down. Bringing down the sugar intake. Because the other thing I was telling myself is I'm going to start getting up earlier. When you're literally crashing yourself from sugar decrease, not always super easy to just get up and go. So that's on a bit of a back burner until I level out from this drop in sugar intake. Because, again, trying to fix everything is going to result in a lot of disappointment and probably nothing fixed. So trying to fix one thing, probably the better bet here. And it's sugar intake. So we're in this together, Rach. We're gonna kick that chocolate's butt, but not eat it. I miss chocolate already. I'm okay. I'm zen. I'm zen. I'm zen. And that's my cat. I'll see you later, Rach. Almost forgot to show you my pumpkin. Whoops. Knocked my owl over. So, he's a cute little owl whose lid is now over there, but it's wet and I'm wearing panda socks. So, that's just gonna stay over there. I'll blame it on the squirrels. Except for the fact that the pumpkin's now turned around. I'm good